Hey everybody, today I'm gonna share with you guys my coming out story. Um, my story is not no different from any of you guys's. Nothing special, We all tell mom, parents, whatever friends, and they all get freaked out. But I came out to my mom at the age of 16, and my mother took it quite well. Now, as for my father, he didn't take it quite well. He didn't accept it at once. He probably still doesn't. He said that he has a son, not a daughter. And it was kind of funny. It made me laugh, but at the same time, it made me feel bad. Um, so my mom, said whatever. She already knew, and I felt a great relief once I told her. I had, but before I told my parents, I had already come out to a couple of friends of mine that I really trusted, and were really supportive. Once I came out, and I believe also at the same time when I came out, when I was around high school, a lot of people were really supportive, which was surprising when I would deny it, and when I would say no, I'm not, and I had all these people like, oh yes, you are. And by the time it came out, everybody was really supportive. It was really awesome. But there also came a time after that. That was I was like around the age of 15 or 16 when this was happening. And once I got to be 16, I had been moving from schools. I had been moving from like three different high schools or whatever because my parents were getting divorced. And I got to a point where I was having a hard time. I was at a new school. I had there was a lot of homophobic people that would bother me and stuff like that. A lot of mean people that would say mean things. Um, I was in the cities before that living with my dad, but my dad was never home. My mom was away in this other small town, like an hour away. So I was having a hard time just digesting everything that was going on, all this anxiety, stress, and, people saying mean things. I didn't have friends in my new school, which I started. Um, I couldn't rely on family whenever I wanted to say something. And I just felt like everything was falling apart. And there was a time when I was ready to commit suicide. When I was like, yeah, I was like around the age of 16 because of all the things that were happening. And I felt like I had no one to talk to, no one to run to. I couldn't take, all this shit that was happening anymore. Now I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna give up and I'm just gonna, take my life away. And right as I was about to cut myself, I started thinking about my mother and my sister who have always been there for me, and I started crying. And I said, how can I do this to them? They've always been there for me, you know? And I just started thinking about my mother and my sister, and I'm like, what? Okay. Sorry. My sister interrupted. Anyways, um, so yeah, like I was thinking about them, and I put down the knife or whatever, and I said I can't do this to them. They've always been there for me, and I just started crying, bawling, whatever. And the next day I went to school, and I had like this kind of tough attitude, and I was like, fuck everybody, sorry, screw everybody, I'm strong. I'm not gonna take my life away. Because at the same time, I told myself, what do I win? What do I gain by killing myself? I'm gonna let those guys who made fun of me, you know, they're not gonna care once I'm gone. They're not gonna come to my funeral and say they're sorry. They probably don't even give, as mean as it sounds, they probably don't give a fuck, you know? So I said, no, I'm not gonna do that. I can't be a quitter. I can't let them win. So I didn't, I just started thinking about all that stuff, you know, like I've always heard. I've I've heard about so many stories where bullied, you don't, not necessarily just gay teens and, the gay community, but, any kind of bullied kid, teen, or young adult, commits suicide because they're bullied, and they have all these people, mean people, just, pushing their pushing their limits, and I I don't want to be I don't want I'm not saying I want to be like those kids. I don't want to be the next person who's on the newspaper or, online, whatever article saying kid took his life away from being bullied. I want to be different. I want to show others that I can and that I'm strong and that I'm not going to let their words, get the best of me. So I would think about all that stuff, and, it made me be a little bit more stronger. It gave me confidence, even though I kind of lack it. um, so right now I'm at the age of 22, and I still can't believe I'm here. Sometimes I think about that, and it's crazy. It's crazy how life goes so fast, and all the things that you feel like happen in such a small amount of time. I mean, the year is 2013. It's about to be 2014, and next year I'm gonna be 23, and I can't believe I'm still here. So with that happening, let me see. Then acceptance. Acceptance didn't come until a while more later, and it's taken me up until this year to actually accept the way that I am, because, like I said, of my upbringing with my dad, with some family members being mean to me. Then you would have guys in school, boys just being mean to you, kicking you, throwing stuff at you, just bullying you because you're gay. And I would always think about I was not living the way I wanted to. I was living up here in my mind, just thinking about what everybody's gonna say, what everybody's gonna think. And then at the same time, you see the media and you're like, God, oh my God, times feel like they're getting harder, gay people feel like they're getting more teased, bothered, or, stuff like that, beat up. But I want to be strong. I also would like to be strong for many kids and teens who I know that are still facing the problems that I am. Even young adults and adults, these are things that we face in our everyday life, And I don't know, but somehow I would really like to be some kind of influence for many of you guys. Throughout the last couple of months, I read the gay news, and I've seen or heard about so many suicides that teens have committed, because of being bullied, by all these nasty kids and guys and whatever. And I want to be an influence. I want to be strong for you guys, for all those people out there. And all I can say is that before it gets any better, it will probably get worse. But it will get better, and there is always people who are willing to help you. There's always going to be someone that you can talk to, rely on, whether it's a best friend, a family member, a school teacher, counselor, anything. There's someone that you can talk to. And I mean, life is beautiful. Don't give up. I know shit can get hard and you feel like you can't take it anymore. And believe me, I've been there. I struggled through it throughout this year, and I mean, it took me until this year to actually start being more comfortable with who I am, accepting myself. This is the person that I am, and I'm gonna be for the rest of my life. And like I said, try try to be positive. It's not always easy, and I understand that. It's not easy. You're always gonna have, ups and downs where one day you feel like you're strong, the next day you feel like you can't take it anymore, you really want to give up. But all I can say is be strong. It's gonna be so worth it at the end. Be happy, be yourself, and no matter what, we're always gonna find someone that is not gonna agree with us, that is not gonna like our being, our lifestyle, just the way that we are. And this just doesn't go to the gay community. It extends, to everybody. You're always gonna find someone that doesn't like you for just a little small reason. They're jealous of you for whatever reason it is, something that you have, But I don't try to I don't try to say it for me myself. I don't like to call it hate. They're haters, but I don't like to say that I have haters. I don't want to sound like I'm special. I have haters. I could care less if you like me or not. If you like me, good. If you don't, it's fine. You are entitled to your own opinion. Whatever you want to think, it's whatever. Well, just don't tell me nothing, and I won't tell you nothing. That's all I can say. Respect me, and I'll respect you. But that was all, I guess. All I'm trying to say, send a message with this video is be strong, be who you are, because in this world that we live in, it's crazy, it's hectic, but I mean, there's always gonna be people that are gonna disagree with you and agree with you, and there's gonna be a lot of people that like you, and there's gonna be some people that don't like you. But at the end, like one artist of mine that I hear, singer artist, says at the end they will all love me. And just, I've come to think about it, what she means by that. And I guess is that maybe people won't like you in the beginning, but if they get to know you, they probably will like you, I guess. And it has happened to me, to be honest. So, that's why I'm a positive person. I try to be a positive person. But with this message, like I was saying, I hope I get to many of you guys, reach to many of you guys, kids, teens, young adults. Be strong, and if you feel like you need to let it out, let it out. Also, one more thing before I leave. If you don't feel, how would I say this, comfortable not coming out, don't do it. Do it at the right moment. Do it when you feel it's the right moment. Be comfortable with your own self, with who you are. If you need to, maybe have a friend be with you next to your side as someone, special someone that you feel is going to be supportive and going to be there with you when you kind of need that hand, do it when you feel it's time. Don't do it because everybody's coming out and because friends or family members are, pressuring you to do it, or just say it, just come out. Do it when you feel ready, when you feel the time is right. When you're like, okay, I can do this. I'm ready. And that's all I can say for right now. This is my first video, and if you guys have any questions on how I did or whatever, or just any question in general, topic, message, just send it to me or write it down on the link below or on the comments section, and I will try to respond as soon as possible. That's all I can say. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope it came handy. And if you guys liked it, I'll try to make more. It doesn't just necessarily have to be about, just, I guess, sad topics or whatever. But I hope I help you guys. So, take care, everybody, and whatever you guys need to ask me, write it down. Peace.